So let me see. Well, I didn't receive any request.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
You know, no,
Happy New Year. He will send it again.
Yes, I can hear.
All right. This is
I'm on the
Biafran
TikTok. Actually, confirm from
everyone
Facebook if they are hearing me and YouTube.
that have gathered now. So please, we all know the protocol now. So as we are joining, we should try to share the space so that other people will also get notification. Yeah. So I welcome each and every one of us that are present here. Those on the listening sessions. I just want to say welcome again. So this is another opportunity, though behind our busy schedules, we have find time once again to come and do that which Chico Kitabiama has, ordained each and every one of us to do. So these are part of the sacrifices that we are sacrificing, and we are not taking any glory. So, and this is what each and every one of us must do collectively, for us to go home. For us to go home, it will be better for us to be in our sovereign nation, in our sovereign state, Biafra land, where we all will be happy, eh? Where we all will celebrate, where we all will be happy, where there will be no jealousy, where there will be love.
Okay.
This is the reason why.
Can you hear them?
We are doing what we are doing, no matter what. So I encourage each and every one of us. It doesn't really matter our differences. We are all adults. We are all adults. So before I will go straight to the topic, because we have a very strategic topic here, but I just want to use this opportunity to also, talk to our brothers and sisters. Some of you might be on the anonymous session. Some of you might be on the listening session. We are all elders. We are all adults. We know our rights from our left. So this is the right time for us to, come back and let's shame our enemies. These people cannot continue to be using us. Let's think about the sacrifices of our fallen heroes, our leaders. Do we think that those sacrifices will be in vain? What is your gain? What is your aim? Is it what the so-called terrorist state is going to give you for now? Is that what you are going to achieve? Is that your hope? Is there anything that is going to come out from that zoo that will be beneficial to you? So think about it. Sabotaging, infiltrating, knowing the right thing, allowing some elements, some people to deceive themselves, trying to deceive people. No, this is not the right time. This is not that time. This is time for each and every one of us to stand as a man or as a woman, decision, and do the right thing. Not looking at anybody's face. No matter who you are, even though it is me, even though anybody, because what we are talking about is our freedom. We are talking about, the kind of sacrifice. Do you all remember how these people will come to our land, kidnap our brothers and sisters, rape our mothers? Do you know the meaning of that? If we have a government, if we have Biafra, if at all that those criminals that you people think that they will come for your head or this that, if at all that they were responsible, do you think that such atrocities will happen? This is the reason why we are fighting for our freedom. This is the reason why we are all asking for each and every one of us, to hasten up and do the needful. Avoid, gossip, avoid, propaganda and all those things. And let's just focus on the right thing to get what we want. But some of us think that this is an avenue for us to make money, an avenue for you to sabotage and come into your politics and all those things. This is not the right time. Please, we are all adults. We have gone past all those stages. This is the time for us to stand and defend our mother's land. Defending our mother's land is not by sabotaging, it's not by fighting your own brother. It's by, making sure that we come together under one arm, under one government. You know that government. Forget about all these criminals that have decided, out of jealousy and enviness, out of what they have paid them for, and they allow them. Then some of you allowed yourself to be deceived by these few elements. Are we not still standing? Are we not still progressing? Are we not still moving? It doesn't really matter. Number doesn't really matter. But what we are saying is that use this opportunity to address yourself. You are not only addressing yourself, You might be safe, but what of others? Remember that even when you have decided to shield, that others shield with you ignorantly. But when you come out openly to expose the evil and the atrocities of those evil ones, then those majorities that have shield with you will all come out and you will be free. And definitely your reward, definitely, you know how bountifully your reward will be. So please, I'm using this opportunity to, to draw back our conscience, our mind. Those of us that have reflected before, you know yourself, you know, you know yourself. You all need to come back. You all need to come back and expose all these few criminals, those criminals that have been gallivanting. You have to expose them so that we'll be able to gain our brothers and sisters from all those African countries. We need them. We need you all. Nobody should be hiding. You all should come out. It is time for you people to expose the people and come out and do the needful. Thank you very much. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to go straight to the topic we have today. Uh, I don't know because my boss is here already. So I would like to go straight to the topic we have today. We say sovereignty. We are sovereign Biafran, a strategy ally for United States security agents, tourism, terrorism. Yeah. So please let me just mute my mic, please. I don't know. You can give me just a few minutes. I'll be back. Yeah, please.
1 million. Have you received the? Have you received the cohort? I've not seen. I've not seen.
I didn't receive the cohort. But no problem. I will keep acting as the
Have
co-host
you?
until I don't. No, no, I didn't. I didn't. But I will just be acting as the co-host until maybe
Yeah.
I get any notification. But I didn't receive it. I didn't. I
You need,
didn't.
What of?
yeah. You
What
need to
of?
cancel. Mhm. Have you
Okay.
canceled the one you gave to tutors? You need to
Um.
cancel it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. You click on her profile. Yeah. So you can cancel it. Cancel the invitation. Hmm.
Okay. What is there is invite. There's no invite.
Okay.
Uh, what of your own? Well, I can't
My
see
own is
your.
my own is
I can't see
my own
your.
is fine.
I can't see your profile now.
I'm very fine where I am.
No,
No, what I mean is
I think he has.
to click.
I think he has a co-host.
I'm trying to
No,
locate
no,
He has
it's
you.
a
not.
co-host.
It's not so. It's 1 million.
No,
Yeah.
But I
Click
I'm,
think
on
he
what.
has a co-host. Just if you can refresh, that will make you get back to
Daddy,
get
click on
get
1 million profile.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, 1 million. I've invited you. As soon as you get it, then I will invite. Okay, fine. That's good.
Mhm.
Nkira, I can't see your profile again.
I'm here. I'm right beside you. It's okay. Let's go.
Hey,
Let's continue.
that's
Yeah.
I got my co-host. I got my co-host.
Uh,
Okay, it's all right. Let me look for you one more time. What is written on your this is what's written on your
mad, madam.
okay, madam. Okay. Okay. I can't see it. Okay. It's all right. So as
Let's
soon as
see.
when I see it, I will invite you. Now, like I
I'm
said,
already a co.
okay,
Go
already.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
already a
He's
co-host.
already a
Mm.
Okay,
co-host.
good,
He's
good,
already a
good, good.
co-host.
Okay, fine. Like I said, our topic today is solving Biafra, a strategic ally for U.S. security against terrorism. And I want to salute
Mm.
our global audience. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are joining this space today, whether you are from the United States, Europe, Africa, or elsewhere. I welcome you to today's space. I also welcome all the media houses who have joined. You are all welcome. Today, we are going to engage on a topic of global security significance. Today, we are going to engage on a topic of global security significance. In our engagement today, we are not going to be sentimental. Let us set sentimental aside. Let us not be nostalgic. This is not about ethnic pride or grievance. No. Our space today is not about, the topic is not about ethnic pride or grievance. Rather, this is strategic. This is strategic. The central question is simple. Our central question today is very simple. And what is this question? Will the emergence of a sovereign independent Biafra strengthen or weaken the United States fight against terrorism? That's the question facing us today. Let me repeat this question. That's the question we are addressing today. With the emergence of a sovereign independent Biafra strengthen or weaken the United States fight against terrorism? The emergence of Biafra as a sovereign state, will it weaken the U.S. war against terrorism, or it will strengthen it? That's what we are dealing with today. Will it strengthen it? Our being part of Nigeria, which is forbidden, which is an abomination, would that have helped to strengthen the fight against U.S. fight against terrorism? Or Biafra as a sovereign state, will it weaken this fight, this global fight that U.S. is engaged on, or it will strengthen it? That's what we are dealing with. If I ask us here to say something about this, I know we are going to something that is very, very positive. I don't know whether to do that, because this is a question that we are dealing with today. If anybody has to say something on this question, you can say it before I proceed. If there is nobody, I will continue. And the question again is, will the emergence of a sovereign independent Biafra strengthen or weaken the United States fight, this global fight against terrorism?
Let me quickly just answer you briefly because of my location at the moment. In a brief, to answer your question, it will weaken and strengthen, the fight against the terrorism in Nigeria with the United States of America. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, no.
You are trying to say something. You are no longer speaking.
Anyway,
Okay.
let me just chip in a little bit. Yeah, it looks like not
Okay.
1 million is yeah, where he is rowdy. Yeah, definitely is going to strengthen United US fight against terrorism. Yeah, what is a sovereign? Sovereignty means you're a nation that is able to control everything inside her, yes, including protect your borders. Protect your borders. If Biafra becomes sovereign today, that is if America is able to offers us the recognition that we are seeking, it turns us automatically a sovereign nation. And what does it mean? That is concerning terrorism. Yes, it means that we will support America, United States, in their endless fight against terrorism because they are always under constant threat. America is very big. It's a very, very large country. One state in America is as big as Nigeria. Yes, it's that big. So, and every nook and corner of that country is developed. So do you see why this terrorism, this ISIS, they want to bring America down and grab it? Yeah, but it's not possible. That is why any president that comes up in America, terrorism is always number one to fight. Yes. So why our partnering with America is of utmost importance to both countries is because Biafra as well, we know how rich we are and we know who are disturbing us. And then America have the same problem. So combining the two countries, our friendship will be of utmost importance to both countries and will benefit America and as well benefit Biafra. So let's not go into the intricate. I'm sure that Daddy will go into those ones later. That is why is it important for that partnership and that alliedness to happen. All right, Daddy, go ahead.
Yes, yes. I want to thank you so much for this contribution. You made a comment. You say America is under global threat. You can hear them say, "Date to America, date to America, date to America." You are right in your submission. And this is in line with my own argument today. Thank you so much. So I will argue along the same line with you that a sovereign Biafra will enhance U.S. security interests. You said it, and you said it correctly, and I am lending my voice to your own voice that a sovereign Biafra will certainly enhance U.S. security interests, provided a reliable regional partner. Provide a reliable, we will not only enhance security interests of the United States, we will also provide a reliable regional partner and help contain terrorism before it reaches the global stage. This thing is hatched somewhere before it gets to global stage. So certainly, like you said, a sovereign Biafra will enhance U.S. security interests and will also provide a reliable regional partner. America doesn't have a reliable regional partner in Africa today. No. And will also help contain terrorism before it reaches United States, before it reaches global stage. And I want to also mention it. We are not here to lecture America. Most of the things we are saying here, America knows it. They know it. They know it. So, on the other hand, Nigerian security reality. Let's look at Nigerian security reality. And let us begin with facts. I always want us to deal with facts, something that is verifiable. Nigeria is no longer a model security partner to any country. not just United States, to any country. Nigeria is no longer a model security partner. Nigeria faces multiple overlapping terror ecosystem. The zoo faces multiple overlapping terror ecosystem, not a single insurgency, multiple. Boko Haram in the northeast, ISWAP in alliance with ISIS, Fulani terrorist networks across the Middle Belt and other parts of Nigeria. Criminal syndicates exploiting porous borders. This is what characterizes Nigeria today. Kidnapping cells littered in bushes and forests all across the country called Nigeria. All these groups are well organized. All these groups are well organized. They recruit tax populations. They recruit tax populations, govern local communities, and move weapons and funds internationally. This is what Nigeria represents today. So Nigeria in its present state can never be a reliable partner to any country today in the war against terrorism. What is happening in Nigeria is not a chaotic violence, like as if just a violence. No. This is a pattern terror infrastructure. What you see in Nigeria today is a patterned, organized terror infrastructure. Why is this a global concern? Why is what is going on in Nigeria today? Why is it a global concern? Why should global countries of the world, civilized countries, feel worried about Nigeria today, about the terror brooding and the terror breeding in Nigeria? Why should it be a concern? Fighters flow from West Africa to conflicts in Syria and Yemen. They flow from this country. They even volunteer to fight for terrorists in Syria and in Yemen. They engage in this country, terrorists engage on online radicalization, which spreads even across diaspora communities in Europe and the US. Nigeria is here in Nigeria, which is in West Africa, is engaging, the terrorists here, they are engaging in online radicalization, which spreads across communities in Europe and in the US. Nigeria is stealing the oil from Biafra land and uses its proceeds to finance global terrorism. So such a nation can never be a partner in the war against global terrorism. Nigeria is stealing Biafran oil and uses its proceeds to finance global terrorism and kidnapping operations via international black markets. This is what Nigeria represents today. This is what Nigeria is today. This is what Nigeria is today. Let's take note of this. Let's take note of this. If something incubates in Africa, if something incubates in West Africa, it does not stay there. The terrorism that is incubating in Nigeria does not just stay in Nigeria. It's exported out of Nigeria. We should remember, is it Mutulab, one young guy in Nigeria, many years back, who was in the aircraft going to US and was strapped with explosive.
Yes, can you hear them? Abdul Muttalab was about to bomb America before they caught him. Can you guys hear him? Hey, they will not allow us, but
yeah, while
yes,
a veteran arranging himself to be back, let's greet
keep
our
sharing. Hey, well,
people.
good
Because
morning.
today is Monday,
Happy New
the
Year.
12th of January,
Hey, they're going to come and try you.
2026. And as you can see, the year is going on once again. You know how it flies. By the time you know it now, it will be December. So, my people,
Are you guys
this
hearing?
is just
Please
how
give
life
me a
goes.
thumb
You
up.
know, this is it's already 12th. Just the other day, it was 1st of January, 2026. It has started running,
I don't want to stop it.
Now, so you go run now. It will be December. So what are we saying?
Confirm, please.
We are saying that we have a duty that is waiting for us back home. Back home is too cold. It's too cold. It's waiting for money. It's waiting for money so that we can start burning things down like Irani people. You see? See how far Irani people have gone? Yes, my dear, we really need to open a special space to talk about how can some people conquer that fear of death? How? Because okay, Daddy, you're back. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much for standing in for me. So what I was saying is, when something incubates in West Africa,
You guys hearing?
don't just think that it will remain there. No, the terrorism that is incubating in Nigeria, that is hatching in Nigeria, does not just stay in Nigeria. It does not stay in Nigeria. It's exported. And one of the main targets where this is exported to is United States. United States. Like you said there is a conspiracy to bring down America. I took note of that when you were talking. You said there is a conspiracy to bring down America. And they will never succeed. They will never succeed. And that's why Biafra is coming alongside with Israel to assist. They will never succeed. So, why Nigeria is a security liability? Why Nigeria, after this segment, I would like us to say one or two things. We are looking at Nigeria as a security liability. Do you agree with me that Nigeria is a security liability to any country?
Yes.
Yes. Nigeria is a security liability to any country. Any country. And this is a very uncomfortable truth to them, that Nigeria is a security liability to any country, especially the US. It's a very uncomfortable truth to Tinubu and his cronies. Nigeria struggles not only because of weakness. It's not an issue that Nigeria is weak. No, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. If that was the issue, well, it could have been handled. Nigeria does not struggle because it is weak, no, but because of complicity and contradiction. It's not because Nigeria is weak, no, because of complicity and contradiction. And what do I mean by Nigeria's struggles, not only because of weakness, but because of complicity and contradiction. Just listen what I. Yes, Nigeria is weak in the following obvious ways: infiltrated and low morale armed forces. Armed forces of Nigeria, these are the areas they are weak. The armed forces of Nigeria have been massively infiltrated by terrorists. And there is the morale of Nigerian armed forces is at its lowest ebb. Porous borders, poverty and population pressure. But weakness alone does not explain persistent pattern of terrorism. This weakness I have just highlighted does not explain why there will be persistent pattern of terrorism in Nigeria. Let me say this: weak states, that are weak, usually respond by persecuting enemies aggressively. Yes, a state may be weak, but when it comes with enemies of the state, with terrorism, they will respond by prosecuting those enemies aggressively in spite of their weakness. But what do we see in Nigeria? Nigeria often does the opposite. Nigeria often does the opposite. What does Nigeria do? Terror suspects are arrested publicly, paraded publicly before cameras, and quietly released later. Take note of this. In Nigeria, terror suspects are arrested publicly and paraded before cameras and quietly released later. This is not this. This is not deterrence. This is permission. Nigeria is giving permission to what you see happening today in that God-forsaken country. Known sponsors of terror are rarely prosecuted. There was a time we learned that United Arab Emirates submitted names of terror suspects. Known sponsors of terror in Nigeria are rarely prosecuted. So such a country cannot be a partner or ally in the war against terrorism. Investigations in Nigeria stall once they reach politically connected figures. Once terrorists are being prosecuted or arrested, once it gets to politically connected figures, you will hear my oga on the top says, my oga on top, and that it is dead there, it dies there. Ethnic and religious solidarity becomes a shield. In Nigeria, where you come from will determine whether you will be prosecuted or not. So if a terrorist from the north, which is the only terrorists we have in Nigeria, they're all from the north. Because of where they come from, because of what they represent, because of their religion, you dare not prosecute them. Rather, because of their religious solidarity, it becomes a shield This is not speculation. What we are saying here is not speculation. It is documented behavior of Nigeria. This is a documented behavior of Nigeria. Then comes contradiction. When I talk about Nigeria also suffers contradiction, what do I mean? Publicly, Nigeria declares war on terrorism and receives Western military aid. Publicly, Nigeria declares war on terrorism. You will hear it in their news. And that attracts Western military aid. Such as operationally enforcement is selective in Nigeria. When that begins to happen, when there is an enforcement, when enforcement is selective, terrorists who are armed and shielded by politicians and Nigerian state operatives, they release mayhem to communities and innocent civilians. These are documented evidence. There are documented evidence. While armed Fulani militant networks are downgraded to bandits and headers, Biafrans legitimately asking for self-determination are haunted, aggressive, and shot at point blank. While armed Fulani militant networks are downgraded to bandits and headers, those of us Biafrans who are legitimately asking for self-determination, which is our right, are haunted and aggressively shot at point blank. Counter-terrorism fails when definitions depend on identity. When, because of who you are, your identity determines whether you will be prosecuted or not. Such a nation cannot be a partner in the war against terrorism. And also in Nigeria, some officials fear political backlash. Those who may have the courage to speak, they know if they speak, it's going to cost them probably their lives. This is Nigeria, and this kind of a country can never be a partner in the war against terrorism. There are others who share ideological sympathy with these terrorists. So you see them, they can't say anything. And that is why the thing has festered for decades with no solution in sight. The result becomes a deliberate inaction in the part of Nigerian government. This is not conspiracy theory. What I am saying here is not, I'm not formulating conspiracy theory. It is rather an observable reality. Anybody can observe it. Anybody can read it. Anybody can watch it in video clips. So a weak partner can be strengthened. If Nigeria was only weak, they can be strengthened. A complicit and contradictory partner cannot be trusted. And that's what Nigeria is. That's what Nigeria is. If Nigeria was only weak, yes, it could be strengthened. But the leprosy that is plaguing Nigeria is not just weakness. It's complicit and contradictory partnership. and such a country cannot be trusted. This is why Nigeria must remain a security liability. All the things I've said makes Nigeria a security liability, which cannot partner with any country in the war against global terrorism. This is why the conversation about a clear alliance sovereign Biafra is not emotional. When we're talking about Biafra emerging as a sovereign nation and becoming an ally with US for global terrorist fight against terror, we are not in any way being emotional, but we are being strategic. Arrest and release circles, let terror suspects walk free, and that's what you find in Nigeria. Arrest and release circles. This allows terror or terrorists in Nigeria to walk freely, and it is happening. Connected sponsors operate with impunity in Nigeria. So this kind of a country can never be a partner to any serious country that is waging war against global terrorism. In Nigeria also, communities defending themselves are criminalized. In Nigeria, communities defending themselves are criminalized. An example abound. In 2022, over 800 Boko Haram suspects were released without trial, undermining deterrence. In the Middle Belt states, vigilante groups defending the communities face prosecution, while attackers roam free. This also has happened in Biafra states, in Ebonyi states, and in other Biafran states. Attempt to defend yourself, you become criminals. The government comes against you with all the forces within their disposal. So we are saying that a state that cannot prosecute terrorism cannot defeat terrorism. That's what we are saying, that a state that cannot prosecute terrorism, the same state cannot defeat terrorism. So don't wonder why this has lingered for decades and only when God knows when. The simple reason is a state that can prosecute terrorism, that state cannot defeat terrorism. What I'm saying is not theory. It's not theory. This is observable behavior documented in UN, Brookings, and US State Department reports. And when they come to the media and say they want to fight terrorism, they receive aid from foreign countries. And the question is, why has this Western aid, why has it failed to help? Say country can be helped, but Nigeria is suffering not just weakness, but complicity and contradiction. So why has this Western help to Nigeria? Why has it failed? The US and other Western partners have invested billions in Nigeria. Thank God for Donald Trump, who have come to say enough is enough. The US and other Western partners have invested billions in Nigeria in the name of curbing and fighting terrorism. And some of the weapons are advanced weapons, troop training, intelligence sharing, yet, terrorism has grown stronger. Territory has expanded and civilian deaths have increased. Despite all the billions US and the Western countries have invested in this in the so-called country, Nigeria. Yet terrorism has grown stronger. Territory has expanded. The territories have occupied have expanded, and civilian deaths have increased. And the question is why? Regardless of what I have said, I'm still asking why. Because aid without accountability does not secure regions. It funds instability. When Nigeria received these aids, instead of channeling it to a war against terrorism, it goes into private pockets. They leave fat on these aids that come from Western and the US. So what happens? Because aid without accountability does not secure regions, what it does is it funds instability. So all these aids, billions spent in an attempt to help Nigeria as a weak country, has only turned to fund terrorism. I think there was this report about USD that some of the funds went into sponsoring terrorism. So how can that kind of a country become a partner in the global war against terrorism? It's not possible. Training programs falter under desertion and corruption. You have seen some Nigerian army personnel who have come online to talk about how they have been sabotaged, how they are sent to the battlefront, only to be sold out to the terrorists. Remember the general that was just killed, a whole general. So funding a country like this, aiding a country like this, it only helps to fund the terrorism. And it has failed in years. Like I said, thank God for Donald Trump, who have said enough is enough. And intelligence sharing fails due to ideological infiltration. We should remember when there was a plan to gas the terrorists. And what happened? There was a leak, intelligence leak to the terrorists. And the next day, what happened? They were all wearing gas masks. So intelligence sharing fails due to ideological infiltration and leaks. It is like watering a garden with poison. So assisting Nigeria, any country assisting Nigeria today with the aim of helping Nigeria to combat terrorism, all we are doing is like watering a garden with poison. So I want to talk to the global community. Stop aiding Nigeria in the name of fighting terrorism. Stop it. Stop it. What you are simply doing is you are watering a garden with poison. Stop it. And what you have is a toxic growth. When you water a garden with poison, what you have is a toxic growth. And that is why Nigeria is what it is today. So I will stop here, then the next segment we will now enter into introducing Biafra as a strategic realignment. This is where Biafra comes in. Because we have dissected Nigeria. We have seen that such a nation cannot be a partner in the war against globalism. So in the next segment, we shall enter into introducing Biafra as a strategic realignment. So I will stop here for anyone that would like to say anything based on what has been said or what came to your mind. So feel free before I continue.
All right, thank you, Daddy. Yeah, okay. So that allow our speakers to speak. Rage came up and Mazi Oni also came up. All right, but it's Reggie's hand that is raised. All right, Reg, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, good afternoon from my location here. I hope I
All
can be
right.
heard clear. Yes. I greet you, our dear and beloved Madam Uki. How are you doing today? I hope you are fine, you and the family.
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
I am. All right, thank you very much. And to our daddy, our senior citizen, the whole veteran dragon. Ah, now wow. Our leader, NNAMDI Kanu, said that God told him he was going to send him men when the time has come. And the likes of Veta Dragon, the likes of Tutus, the likes of Madam Uki, and every great comrade that is working so hard for this freedom is a pointer and a clear indication that indeed the hour has come, the time has come. And I really want to thank God Almighty for this time of freedom. The time is Biafra o'clock, and the time is freedom time, and everybody is up to claim their freedom. Greetings to every Biafran that is here present, especially our mothers. Mommy Eunice, I cite you. Greetings to you. Our dear mother Betty Ford, greetings to you. Dear mother Madam Unki, greetings to you. Dear mother Tutors, greetings to you. And every mother that is here present, and to all my fellow comrades, the men that are here. when you talked about men of steel, you are the men of steel, man. I love you so much, and believe you, man. In my next word, I will still come as Biafra. In my next word, I will still be in this great family. You understand? Thank you very much to all our leaders from time past and to the present time, especially those that are leading from the prison, NNAMDI Kanu, as well as Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Special greetings to our current active Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Kere, as well as the Honorable Minister of Information, the engine room. Special thanks to Mazi Success in defense, as well as the lobbyist team, Elias Gerasulis and his team, Amanda Berry and his team. Thank you so much for the great work you are doing for us in Washington, D.C., in White House of the United States of America. Thank you so much. And speaking briefly, I know I might not have much time to speak, but based on the question that our senior citizen veteran asked, that Nigeria is security risk. A security risk. That is the whole truth. They say, tell me the truth. Show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. If you agree that Iran is a security threat or a security risk to the world, and the friends of Iran is Nigeria, the friends of Iran is Venezuela, then automatically, if you see Iran as a security risk or a security threat to the world, automatically Nigeria is a security threat or risk to the world. And looking at the uprising that is happening, the revolution that is happening in Iran, and I understand where Nigeria learned that pattern of killing innocent protesters from. You can see it happening live over there in Iran. A lot of things that Nigeria has actually copied from these people, ranging from the bike, how these people, the so-called military ROGs, how you ROGC, how they use bike This is exactly what, when you see the Iranian, the so-called Islamic military, they just symbolize the look of terrorists, exactly how Boko Haram, the ISIS operate with bikes, exactly the same way. You understand? So I don't know. Any civilized nation like America, like the West, those that are really believe in civilization, that believe in democracy, that are still aligning with Nigeria. Our daddy, you can't even explain it better than what our daddy said that aligning with Nigeria to fight against terrorism. Terrorism is like watering a garden with a poison. So if you water a garden with a poison, how do you allow anything to grow from that garden, knowing fully well that the poison with which you water the garden is going to kill everything that it tends to grow? So it is when you align with Nigeria with the hope that you want to fight against terrorism, with the hope that you want to allow security to grow in Nigeria, with the hope that you want to allow the economy to grow in Nigeria, with the hope that you want to allow infrastructure like schools, hospitals, roads, and everything to grow in Nigeria. You want to allow human rights to grow in Nigeria. You want to allow rule of law to grow in Nigeria. What about the poison with which you are watering that garden? What about the fact that Nigeria is that poison itself? The decision makers in Nigeria, ranging from Asoro to the military, to the police, to the civil defense, to the custom, to the local government chairman, to the senators, these are the real terrorists, because these are the people that are sponsoring this, all these feed, these are foot soldiers, they are foot soldiers, they are rag wearers, and those that are in uniform. So that analogy really captures everything. Aligning with Nigeria to fight against terrorism. It's like watering a garden with a poison. Will that poison allow anything to grow in that garden? Nigeria being the poison, will Nigeria allow anything, the aforementioned, grow in that place where different nations are contracted as a country? The answer is emphatic no. So if you see Iran as a security threat, and immediately the October 7 happened, few weeks or few months later, one of the top leadership of Hamas came to Nigeria to have meeting on how to get support to fight against Israel. If, as we even speak, not quite long, Iran sent an envoy to locate one of their terrorists that has killed a lot of Biafran Christians in the name of Hope Uzodinma, to align with him. And you see, you as a civilized nation, you from United States of America, you from Europe, you still want to ally. Though I know that many of the countries in Europe, they are funding terrorism. They are backing like the UK, France, and some of them, you understand, they are really the ones backing these Islamic jihadist and terrorist activities. You understand? But you, that is a civilized nation, you have respect for rule of law, you believe in democracy. Why would you want to support Nigeria to fight against terrorism? Why do you want to water the garden with a poison with the hope that anything is going to grow from that garden? It's not possible. And I want to also speak to people over there. I know this is just a little deviation, but it just be like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Please don't be offended. When somebody is wrong, you cannot protest to still protect that person. I'm referring to the Minnesota ICE shooting. What that woman did is very wrong. When a law enforcement agent clears you, you are supposed to park. You are not supposed to resist arrest like what that woman. That is very risky. And I'm saying this because of our people that are abroad. I am not abroad, I've not been there. If law enforcement agent, you are not in Nigeria, like when Nigeria police clears you or Nigeria army clears you, you might be adopted or you might be killed on the spot. abroad is not like that. When that happens, when they stop you, clear, park very well. But the attitude of that woman driving away, and he was even almost hitting, yeah, he was even almost hitting that law enforcement, the ICE agent. You understand? That shot her. That was an attempted murder on the life of that officer. But to my whole surprise, you still see people protesting for such person that has broken the law, somebody that has misbehaved, that did not have respect for law enforcement agents. You still have people protesting for this kind of a woman, though it's quite unfortunate. May I so rest in peace. It's so bad that though if I were to be that police, though since he did not hit me, probably what I would have done is to shoot her tire. You understand? To shoot her tire, but she would not. You should not have shot at the woman. But the action of that woman is very, very wrong and is condemnable. So that does not really mean that it should be protested for, whereby drawing crowd, thinking that I don't know how people abroad reason. Should somebody break the law and you are still protesting in favor of that person? So this is just all I just want to quickly add. I'm sorry for the little deviation, and once again I want to say very big thank you for all that have gathered here today. Please don't just be on the listening session. In this place, we don't have professors, we don't have doctors, we don't have engineers, but we have all of them. As many that are, if they tell you their position, if they tell you their academic qualification, you will be shocked. People that are, because they are just so humble. They are just so humble. They live their life on a very low that you don't understand them. You understand? But they have more than doctorate, they have more than professor, we have more than professors here, we have more than engineer in this place. You understand? So please let us beware and pick the mic, whichever language you can speak. Now it's okay, you go fit speak yourself. Come here, come speak. I hang the mic here while I'm still on the mic. If opportunity calls for me to speak again, I will still speak. Thank you very much. My name is Regis Fury, and I hear the mic.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rage. Exactly. Okay, before we go to Oni, I just want to say something concerning that because I watched that clip. Yes, if you're in that situation, honestly, anything that you do towards the person that wanted to kill you, he ran that guy over. It's just that Chukwu Okike Abiyama just doesn't want that guy to die. Honestly. So any reaction that he made, oh my God. Oh my God. It's because of the situation of the cold, the eyes, and the IVs. You know that thing is very thick. That was what saved that man, honestly. So I'm not blaming all those people are just people that are against Trump. That woman inside that car is a Trump hater. Yes, I believe so. For her to want to disobey and then wanted to use her car to kill that man. So I put it as self-defense, my brother. So it's a pity that it has happened and then she lost her life. Yeah, she was completely on the wrong. So all those Trump haters that have gone to protest against it, they are all wrong. And people know that they are all wrong. So that's just it. Don't break the law and don't try to kill somebody because you don't like the person that is ruling United States. See, yes, Trump have come to stay. Wherever Haji has read, and by the time it's only Chukwu Okike that knew why he kept Trump alive. It's for all these things that are happening now. Yes, and our own turn must come. You see it, my people. All right, my brother Rage. Oni, are you ready?
I'm ready, my lady. I am
All
ready,
right.
dear. I am ready. Yes, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say that anybody that helped global 001 is enemy of humanity. Any